Well, welcome. My name is Dr. Kathy Burlingame, and I'm the Dean of the Online RN2BSN program and president of our chapter of Alpha, Beta, Zeta for Sigma Theta Tau. Welcome to our spring induction ceremony. We are so excited that you're here. We are so excited that you are making this decision to join our honor society. And we just want to thank everybody that is able to join us and the folks that are joining us afterwards via the recording. Thank you for celebrating this significant occasion with us. Here's an overview of what to expect for today. We're going to provide you initially with a little bit of a summary about Sigma Theta Tau. We have an distinguished and exciting guest speaker for you. And then we're going to share a little bit of information again with you about Sigma and how to become active with us and have some closing information. So kind of give you a sense of what is going to occur in this session. So it's my pleasure to just share with you our chapter officers. And we have got, I won't read the names to you, but we've got a wonderful cadre of team members. And I just want to point out to you that our secretary, Melissa Alvarez, she is a student in our graduate program as well as one of our chapter officers. So I always want to put a plug in for becoming active within our organization. So, and the other folks that are on the screen are employees here at Galen, and we are thrilled for all the work that they do. So if you can go to the next screen, I would appreciate it, because as you can see, we have several chapter officers. One thing I want to point out to help you understand the chapter officers is our counselors are people on our ground campuses or our online programs, and those campus counselors are a great point of contact for you. So if you have questions and you want to learn more about Sigma, if you want to encourage somebody else to become a member and you don't necessarily have the information that you want to share with them, reach out to one of your counselors at your campuses and encourage, ask them any questions that you have. So they're there to help you navigate through your Galen/Alpha Beta Zeta experience here. So thank you very much for showing that. Well, now it's my pleasure to introduce to you Dr. Pam Carver. She is our governance chair committee, and she works extensively with our team of counselors. And she helps us, for example, also with our bylaws. So this is an essential position that we have within the organization. She does an exceptional job for us, and she is going to share a little bit more with you. Dr. Carver.
Thank you so much, Dr. Burlingame, and it's a pleasure to work alongside all of our officers and members. We have such a wonderful chapter, and we're excited to be welcoming you today. In 2022, Sigma celebrated its 100-year anniversary. Now think about that. It's impressive that for over 100 years, Sigma has been recognizing and celebrating excellence in scholarship, leadership, and service within nursing and midwifery. The Honor Society, known today as Sigma, was founded as Sigma Theta Tau in 1922 by 6 nursing students at Indiana University. That's another thing I want to take a pause and just let's think about that. 6 nursing students. So this prestigious society was founded by students, by nursing students. That's something that every time I stop and think about the difference that those 6 students made during their time as students is just phenomenal and outstanding. So from those 6 founding members, our organization has grown to more than 135,000 active members in more than 600 chapters in over 100 countries around the world. Galen's Alpha Beta Zeta chapter was chartered in April 2022 in the midst of the 100-year celebration. We were very excited about that. Sigma also collaborates with several global organizations to improve the health of the world's people, including representation at the United Nations. This offers our members the opportunity to extend their reach outside their own communities. As of today, our Alpha Beta Zeta chapter has 586 members, 296 of which are active. Today, we are excited and filled with pride to welcome our new inductees and members into our diverse and global membership. So, for our new inductees, Sigma members are leaders at all levels of the healthcare industry. The Society only extends memberships to students in baccalaureate or graduate level programs who have demonstrated superior academic achievement, academic integrity, and professional leadership potential, and to nurse leader candidates exhibiting exceptional achievements in nursing. Our membership includes top-notch nursing executives, clinicians, educators, researchers, policymakers, entrepreneurs, and many others. You are among this extremely distinguished group of nurses, students, and professionals who have met or exceeded the rigorous standards required to receive an invitation to join Sigma, and you truly deserve our congratulations. So I'm clapping. Everybody can clap along too, but we are so thrilled. And you deserve to be congratulated for the achievements that it took to be invited to join Sigma. The leadership and scholarship you have displayed represent the essence of the society. Together, we are Sigma. Our founders chose the Greek letters Sigma Theta Tau, taken from the Greek words meaning love, courage, and honor, as they believed them to be the enduring values that are the root of the nursing profession. Our crest, which adorns your membership certificate, symbolizes these enduring values, reminding us of our commitment to wisdom and discernment, as represented by the I, service, professional endeavor, and strength of leadership, as represented by the pillars of stone at the right and left, and knowledge, as represented by the lamp. Our key, embedded in the membership pin, reminds us of our charge to uphold love, courage, and honor, and is a symbol of scholarship. The cup denotes the satisfaction of professional life. The circle with its 6 stars represents our 6 founders. The lamp is the lamp of knowledge, and the letters in black represent our charge. Remember that our key symbolizes your commitment to nursing excellence. The purpose of this ceremony today is not only to honor you as a new member and celebrate your successes, but it also serves as our pledge to you to support you throughout your nursing career and to be a lifelong resource for you. This support will come in part through the opportunity to participate in Sigma's communities of interest, mentoring programs, and academies. You will also have access to benefits such as nursing continuing professional development courses, the Journal of Nursing Scholarship, worldviews on evidence-based nursing, and nursing centered. Your induction today is not the end, the culmination of your scholarly or professional achievements. Instead, your induction signifies the beginning of your membership journey, the start of your involvement within a global network of peers and mentors who are here to guide and support you wherever your nursing career may take you.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. Carver. It always inspires my heart whenever I hear what the symbols mean, and it's so thank you. I appreciate that wonderful reminder. Well, next, it's my pleasure to welcome Dr. Deborah Gray. She is one of our counselors, and she is going to introduce our speaker, Dr. Gray. Well, let me peek here and see if she was able to join. I do see her, but just maybe needs to unmute.
Sorry about that. Little flaw in the system. Hi, everybody. It's my pleasure to welcome our special guest speaker today, Janice Watts. She has a DNP. She has been an excellent person in this Sigma organization. Her emphasis is on clinical learning laboratory management, and she's from the Tampa campus at Galen College of Nursing. Please help me welcome our guest speaker, Janice Watts. Let's. Hi, Janice. You're on the floor.
Thank you, Dr. Gray, for that introduction. Good afternoon, students, nurse leaders, and fellow Sigma members. When I was asked to speak for the induction ceremony this afternoon, I asked myself what I could possibly add that would add value to this special occasion. So began a reflection on how Sigma has influenced my nursing career. And I hope that some of these thoughts resonate with you as you begin your relationship with this organization. During my reflections, I remembered coming home from a long 12-hour shift in the adult intensive care unit at Methodist Hospital in Indianapolis. It was 4 a.m. I worked a 3 p. to 3:30 a.m. shift. I loved it, but it was 4 a.m. I stopped to look at the mail that had been delivered that day, and I saw an envelope from my alma mater where I had received my BSN over 10 years earlier. Inside was an invitation to apply for membership in a new Sigma chapter that was being formed at the school. Since I was not a current student, I was invited to join Xi Nu as a nurse leader. At that point, I admit I didn't really know much about Sigma or what it represented. The next day, I asked my fellow managers to tell me what they knew about the organization. I quickly learned that it was an honor to have been asked to join and that I absolutely should say yes. Indianapolis is the home of Alpha chapter where Sigma was founded, and many of my coworkers were members there. I submitted the application and was accepted. I also later joined Alpha chapter and have been a dual member for many, many years there as well. When induction day arrived, I drove the 2 hours back to my former campus. I was pleasantly surprised to see my Aunt Opal Freiberger at the ceremony. Aunt Opal is someone who had influenced me to become a nurse as I was graduating from high school. Her daughter and I were classmates in the same diploma program about 20 years earlier. It turns out that Opal was part of the organizing committee for this new chapter. I was very pleasantly surprised. I received my Sigma pin and a very special hug from her. I'm proud to be able to carry on this family tradition this afternoon as my adopted nephew, Mason Pisani, is being inducted here this afternoon. Yes, yay. By the way, Aunt Opal turned 93 this month, and she still thinks she's the nurse of the family. A month after the induction, I began the next step in my own educational journey as a master's student in the nurse leadership track at Indiana University. 3 years after graduating that program, I continued on to receive my DNP. Throughout that period, Sigma was by my side as a source of reference and inspiration for all those weekly posts required for all those programs. I'm sure those of you who are currently in the MSN or DNP programs throughout the country can relate to that need to have scholarly references for those posts. This year, I celebrate 25 years of being a Sigma member. Over the years, I've embraced Sigma's mission of creating nurse leaders anywhere to improve healthcare everywhere. It's been my honor to mentor bedside nurses to become unit managers, managers to become directors, and directors to become vice presidents and CNOs. It gives me great pleasure to help others find their why as they grow into nurse leader roles. I found while most of my career has been in acute care settings until recently, I found a new why for myself as a nurse educator when I moved to Florida. When I heard that Galen was forming a new chapter, I harassed Dean Cornwall to help me get involved. and he would tell you that I definitely harassed him. Becoming a counselor for the Tampa Bay campus has allowed me to introduce Sigma to over 70 Tampa students and faculty to the Alpha Beta Zeta chapter. I think that's a pretty solid legacy of new nurse leaders for the future. In closing, I'd like to leave you with one more thought. Most of the opportunities I've been given in my career have come because I said yes when asked to take on a special project or endeavor. That's included things like opening 2 brand new hospitals, leading a magnet journey, introducing an electronic health system to 19 hospitals in my healthcare system. The richness of research available to Sigma members has played an important part in exploring best practices as I've participated in those projects. As nurse leaders, I believe we have an obligation to carry our profession forward whenever opportunities present. As representatives of the next generation of nursing leaders, I challenge each of you to go that extra inch in leading your organizations forward. In that vein, I leave you with my favorite verses from Dr. Seuss's book, Oh, the Places That You Will Go. Congratulations. Today is your day. You're off to great places. You're off and away. You have brains in your head. You have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. You're on your own, and you know what you know. So be your name Buxbaum or Bixby or Bray or Mordecai Ali Van Allen O'Shea. You're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting, so get on your way. Welcome to Sigma.
Wow. Thank you, Dr. Watts. What an incredible close the loop journey of from your aunt or to another relative joining. Wow. I hope that you do, when we share the recording, share this with your family member. What a joy for her to see you all these years later being a speaker at our induction ceremony. And you just were so inspiring. And I just, my heart is full in listening to what you shared. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And so now I got teary-eyed when I was listening to it. So now it's my joy to introduce to you Dr. Gina Rivera. She is our Vice President of Alpha Beta Zeta, and she is our RN2BSN Program Director. Dr. Rivera.
Thank you so much, Dr. Burlingame, and thank you so much, Dr. Watts, for such an incredibly inspiring presentation and sharing a little bit of your story. And let us celebrate you and congratulate you today on your 25-year anniversary. That is just fantastic. Well, it is indeed a special and significant day as we welcome our new members to the Alpha Beta Zeta chapter and the Sigma organization at large. We are celebrating a total of 39 new Sigma members today, 1 graduate student, 37 BSN students, and 1 nurse leader. All newly inducted members will receive their certificate by mail directly from Sigma, so that's something that you should be on the lookout for. And additionally, all members, you will have your names added to the Alpha Beta Zeta chapter signature book as a record of your membership. So please follow along with Dr. Lori Geffen, who is our Dean of our Asheville campus and our Asheville counselor, as we begin our celebration and recognition by reading the names of our new inductees. Dr. Geffen.
Andrea Baird, Molly Bernard, excuse me, Stacy Blue, Megan Boyum, Nicole Broyles, Kaylin Burrell, Giovanni Camp, Caitlin Campbell, Raven Carter, Maria Chavez, Kelly Curl, Jenilyn Esther, Kayla Gandy, Rachel Gardner, Evelyn Hurst, Jordan Ivy, Michelle Johnson, Randall Kimberly, Lori Kirk, Anne Morellas, Blake Morrison, Sonia Muhaidin, Heidi Nielsen, Raphael Peterson, Mason Pisani, Zachary Probst, Sonia Proudy, Emmanuel Rodriguez, Diana Rogers, Megan Schmidt, Shadnarika Simpson, Bowen Sung, Megan Schmidt, Kristen Taylor, Delundra Thomas, Ariel Turner, Tanya Wright. Congratulations. And now for our new nurse leader inductee, Brittany Harris. And our new transfer members, Holly Michelle Bowens, Jose Erish de Guzman, Elinda Hagan, Laura Keller, Brenda Kulhanek, Elizabeth Polio, Shauna Smith, Jennifer Threat, Diane Tierney, Allison Weimar. Congratulations. And our new multi-chapter member, Melody Johnson.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. Kafan. You did an outstanding job. That's always a challenge to read those names, and you just did it with great grace. And also, I noticed that we did have Lori Kirk here. A couple of our people that are getting inducted were able to enjoy us live. Everybody's little Zoom screens look a little bit different, so just want to acknowledge that there were some students here that were able to join us live. So congratulations. So with that, I would like to turn this over to Dr. Constance Demery, our treasurer for Alpha Beta Zeta, and she's going to lead you in the Sigma Pledge. And you are invited to and welcome to unmute and respond in your location to Dr. Demery as she reads our pledge.
Congratulations to all of you. Such an exciting time. Please unmute yourself and say the pledge with me. I accept membership in Sigma Theta Tau International, and I pledge to fulfill its commitment to nursing excellence, knowledge, service, and leadership throughout my career. Congratulations to all of you.
Well, thank you, Dr. Demery. And I saw Molly, you popped up on our screen there too. So again, just want to point out that we see you and are excited that you were able to join. So again, just a quick round of applause for everybody that welcome to our membership. It is truly an honor to join an honor society. And it is one of those lifelong career things that you can continue to utilize as a resource. There's great resources for you. So now, as you're an official member of Sigma, the opportunities to grow are just continue and to develop as leaders. And so with that, I want to have Dr. Rivera come back to the stage and share a little bit more.
Thank you once again, Dr. Burlingame, and congratulations. You'll hear that many times before you log off of this celebration today. I'd like to just spend a few moments and really do talk about this membership now that you are part of and enjoying as of today, and something that it is very meaningful and it does indeed matter. Each of you will experience membership in your own way. And in fact, Sigma membership is an experience that is yours to design. I hope, we all hope, that you will make use of the many opportunities, some of which you've already heard about from Dr. Carver earlier, that your membership has to offer. Not only do you have the opportunity to be involved locally, but there are opportunities to participate in this global organization on a regional and international level as well. Each biennium, Sigma installs a new president at the international level. And at the 47th Biennial Convention, we proudly installed Dr. Sandra Garman-Bibb and introduced her as the 35th president of Sigma. Each president, once installed, presents a call to action to help guide its members and chapters as we strive to fulfill our mission. The organizational call to action challenges us to represent, as you see here on the screen, the best of our individuality and shared contributions to our profession in 3 ways, which you see here as well. Those are reflection, respect, and respond. Caring is who and what we do, who we are as individuals and as a caring culture. By reflecting the change we wish to see, we have the chance to communicate the hope that lives in a caring organization. We can and should model and reflect our commitment to care of self, care of others, and care of the environment. The World Health Organization in 2018 defined self-care as the ability of individuals, families, and communities to promote health, prevent disease, maintain health, and to cope with illness and disability with or without the support of a healthcare provider. However, self-care applies to us as well and requires checking in with yourself and asking yourself how you're doing, what your body is asking for. But self-care does not mean the same thing for everyone. Different people will adopt different self-care practices. Self-care is an individual practice and should be shaped to fit who we are. But as Sigma nurses, we all have the opportunity to reflect on self-care. Next slide, please. As a caring culture, we have an opportunity, and I believe an obligation, to model key ways to cultivate cultural humility and respect. To cultivate is to acquire, develop, and demonstrate, and to define. We cultivate respect and we cultivate humility by doing 3 things. We listen compassionately through self-awareness, being aware of others, self-awareness, self-evaluation, and self-critique. We learn with humility, grace, and embrace a growth mindset where we learn about others, culture, cultural influences, identities, but that process begins with the reflection and an examination of our own culture, cultural influences, and identities. We then lead. We commit to a lifelong process of cultural humility, recognizing power dynamics and imbalances, along with a desire to fix those imbalances and to develop partnerships with people and groups as we advocate for others. Despite what may be going on around us, professionalism, perspective, and perseverance are key as we respond to the demands of modern-day nursing. Together, we represent a group of influential nurse leaders, connected, empowered, and well-positioned to transform global healthcare and add value to the world. Acting quickly, positively, and consistently in modeling professionalism, perspective, and perseverance represents a nursing profession and a Sigma organization in which leaders consistently act in ways that help team members to thrive, and team members consistently act in ways that help other team members and the community at large to thrive. Current disruptions to the world and to the nursing workforce have included COVID, burnout, systemic violence, systemic bias, and staffing shortages. And those may continue. And we have yet to see what impacts artificial intelligence will have. Perspective will shape how we view our opportunities to be the change we want to see, and individually and collectively model what professionalism should represent for 21st century nursing. Perspective will also shape our ability to see the hope in the midst of everything else going on around us and persevere in creating and influencing the change we want to see. One of the things I love about the word represent is that everyone can take it and make it personal. So we leave you with a question. What does represent mean to you? And what are you going to say yes to when we think about our speaker today, Dr. Watts? And as you continue on your journey, what might this look like as you continue forward? Once again, many congratulations and welcome not only to Sigma, but to our Alpha Beta Zeta chapter here at Galen College of Nursing. Congratulations. On this next slide, now that you are a member, I'll share with you a couple of opportunities to become active and continue on your journey. We are very excited to mention that we are approaching our 3rd annual Scholars Day, and this one is extra special. You can see the date here. It's coming up on May 21st. It will be a virtual event, so it will be something hosted via Zoom, just as we are gathered here today. And it is our honor and pleasure to announce that Dr. Bernadette Melnick will be our featured keynote presenter. Her presentation title is listed here, and she'll be talking about evidence-based practice in combination with nurse and clinician well-being, and how that can be a dynamic duo for healthcare quality and safety, and how we can all take our part in leading that charge going forward. We also will look forward to our fall induction ceremony in October. And at that time, we also have our annual business meeting. So you're welcome to join us for that as well. And then our fall continuing education program, which will be offered at the end of October. We're delighted to announce the topic of that. More details to come, but you can put this in your calendars and save the date. We'll be talking about artificial intelligence and faculty, considerations for applications and conversations. So we're looking forward to that as well. So we hope that you join us, and you'll receive some additional information and communication closer to those events. But this is just a little mention for something to put in your calendars and look forward to. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. Rivera. And I just want to again put a real shameless plug in for you to take the time to come here, Dr. Melnick. There are people in your nursing career that you have an opportunity to hear them a very limited amount of times, but they change your life. They are one of those folks that you can look back on and you can say, wow, I got to hear her speak. And I still remember the things that when I heard her speak at a national platform at a different meeting, that the fact that we have a national platform speaker, international platform speaker speaking at our Scholars Day is a huge wow. But she is somebody that she's a proliferative writer. I think she has over 600 publications. And I still recall one of the things she talked about a few years ago about how evidence-based nursing is and practice. There's a lag between what's published and what occurs in practice. And she was talking about our goal of how do we narrow that gap. And she just inspired you to go back to the literature, try and be that change champion within your organization to try and move practice to be updated along with what's happening in the evidence behind it. So I do hope you take the time to come in and hear her speak, because it is going to be impressive. She just is a stellar lady and a scholar. So with that, I would now like to introduce Dr. Sherry Rebar. She is our publicity chair and also is a member of our program planning committee. Dr. Rebar.
Thank you, Dr. Burlingame. I just have to echo what you said. She is literally a living legend, and we are so happy to be able to bring her here and just to be able to soak in what she has to share with us. And congratulations again. I echo everything everyone else has said thus far. To those that are joining us, I'm delighted that you're here. Each one of us is. As new Sigma and Alpha Beta Zeta chapter members, you're going to be receiving new member surveys and a link for new member orientation. We want to hear your thoughts. We want you to get your ideas to us because those new voices are so powerful. You will see things through a lens that those of us that have been here for a few minutes may not see. And every nurse's voice is valuable. So please be sure to complete your new member survey and orientation form. And we want you to make the most of your membership by getting involved, like right here with us right now. There's plenty of opportunities. You will hear more about those as things come, but we would love to have you join a committee to submit perhaps an article, eventually become a chapter officer right alongside us here. So please reach out to me. My email is on the screen there. I am happy to answer any kind of additional questions that you have, and I'll be sure to guide you in the right direction. The other thing that we want to share with you is that you may want to show off your Sigma pride. They do have a marketplace with the website that's listed online there. You can get a stole, which is the thing you'll see over to the left. You could get cords, the honor cords on the right if you wish to. And anytime that you wear academic regalia, you put these on too. It's my pleasure and pride that I take every time I put those things on, and I've worn them for years. But to be able to know that I'm part of that, and then when you see someone else with those on, you know they're part of that too. And again, I just echo that about Dr. Melnick, and I say, you know, every one of us can be a mover and a shaker in nursing also. So this is the beginning of that. If you would like to purchase those, please go there. And again, just welcome to each and every one of you. Thank you for your time. Dr. Burlingame, thank you for the opportunity to share this, and I'll turn it back to you.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. Rebar. Again, we are just thrilled that you've joined us, and thank everybody that contributed to making this happen today. It always takes a village to have a ceremony like this work, with all of the work of putting the slides together, hosting the event, all of those things. So thank you for the team that was able to help facilitate this. And most importantly, thank you for making the decision to join the chapter, as well as making the decision to become a nurse. Every day we have the opportunity to touch people's lives and make a difference, and then get up again and repeat again. So it's a profound honor to be a nurse. I've never regretted becoming a nurse, and I've never regretted joining Sigma. Those were two really valuable decisions, and I hope that that resonates with you. Again, congratulations. I'm going to stop the recording, and we would be happy to stay online if our students that are here that would want to share with us a little bit more about you. We'd love to get to know you a little bit more. Again, congratulations.